First ones on this postulation day. I'll welcome the party leader. You're also the party rep. I don't know if your deputy rep would like to join you.
4 years has passed in what feels like the blink of an eye. It is a timeline that has been celebrated by those in the thin majority, but lamented by many in the public. We've suffered through a lot together, St. Martin, you and PFP. We suffered through a global pandemic. We were the only faction to try and cut the salaries of members of parliament and ministers in solidarity with the economic hell that we knew was coming and that many of you are still experiencing. Others didn't have that same care for you and voted us down. Remember that on January 11th. We've suffered through a government that is allergic to the words responsibility and accountability, that has failed to put in place the policies required by law to make sure your money is protected before they spend it. And when PFP tried to hold them accountable, which is our job as your representatives, they said, nah, and voted us down. Remember that on January 11th. We've suffered through high rates of absenteeism from Rescue Ranger Coalition members who travel the world on your dime, have nothing to show for it, and then have the gall, the audacity to ask you for your vote again. Remember that on January 11th. We've been in the dark with you, literally and figuratively, as the first faction to bring a minister to account for the situation at GEBE on your behalf, and receiving confusion as our answer, if we got answers at all. Remember that on January 11th. But most importantly, St. Martin, remember what happens when you do not exercise your democratic right to select your representatives. I know you are exhausted. I too am tired. But that does not mean we can rest. Because the people that have brought us here, whether you've been here for 30 years or 5 years, are happy that you are tired. It means you can't pay attention and you don't have energy to fight. But we have energy for us all. So you must play your part in this too. To our young people, remember that ice cream melts, song goes out of style, the fete will finish, and all the rags and flags will fade. What will be left for you when that happens? To our educators, remember that when the coupons and discount cards run out, you're still left with absolutely no action in our education system for a full 4 years, a mandate they asked for. To our industry leaders, remember that instead of moving forward with an economic recovery plan, a sound one, you were stuck with a high profit tax because not taking a decision was better than agreeing to a...
Your comments on the proceedings so far?
I think it was an invigorating experience. Last time we had a small crowd, it was just 8 of us with one little banner walking through the street from the same spot. This time, with the drum band, the energy, everyone, the family, supporters, friends, messages coming in, my phone hasn't stopped buzzing. It really fired me up and fired us up, I think. And yeah, we are prepared and we're ready for this campaign season.
And we have determined and decided that today we're supposed to be here as one of the parties contested election so we can bring a positive change. We believe in a change for everyone, not a selective group. We believe in a change where Country St. Martin will be put not only as a hub, but as an important liaison for all the other islands in the Caribbean. Not only we are going to propose laws, but we're also planning to make this country potential for businesses, potential for our children to come back and have the opportunity in their own country.
Yeah.
And it's it is important that our children be protected. That's one of our main and core values that we as a party believe in, because the children is our future. We have noticed that not much is being done to protect the future generation. And therefore, we want to be on the floor of Parliament 2024 so we can present our laws to protect not only our children, but all those that are coming in and making St. Martin a home as well. So today, I'm presenting the list that for us is a powerful list.
Yeah.
It has been put together with dedication. We have selected our candidates. For us, it's not about quantity, it's always about quality.
Yeah.
And therefore, each one of these candidates represent every customer, every businessman, every resident on Country St. Martin can resonate with each one of the candidates on top of this list.
USP! Who are we? USP!
Party that is not going to be doing things how everybody accustomed of doing. We are going to be focusing on every layer within the economy, and our approach when we dealing with solutions is going to be a wholesome approach in the sense of we're not checking only from a corner of legal, we're also checking from a corner of social. So when we are approaching our solutions, it's going to be an entire solution that involves all ministries. We believe that the best way going forward to bring a solution to any specific topic that we are dealing with is to cover it through all the ministries. When you have ministries working selectively or separately, you do not have the cohesiveness, so the effectiveness of the solution is not covering all the areas that you want to tackle. So
Good morning.
Oh, shucks! And the National Alliance is right back here in this House of Parliament. Continuity of progress, not for me, not for you, but for all the people of St. Martin. 23 candidates, capable, committed, dedicated, hardworking, and with a passion and compassion for the people of St. Martin. Not one of these individuals are in it for themselves. They are in it for the people, and that's why we but everything is in God's favor. He is the one that allows us to be here today. He is the one who has taken us through the toughest time under my leadership. It was not easy. Of course, you can look back. Hindsight is always 20/20, and the best of steer line stand on wall. So all of who on the outside can say what they could have done, but we know what we have done. Change takes time, and that's why we as a National Alliance need a second full term where we have finally set the trend on what governing should be. Continuity to give civil servants what they deserve. That is finally happening. Our Minister of Finance ensuring we have the finances to be able to pay the justice workers, to be able COLA, we will ensure that they get that and more as we move forward, because we are fixing the legislation that has been in our wheels for way too long. And many who are vying to come back into government, are the ones that have created the chaos.
From the surface of all, what does that mean
For National Alliance, it is a culmination of a promise made to the people of St. Martin for stability, first of all. We went in the toughest ever time that St. Martin has ever faced, and we went from negative coffers in COVID-19 to now being in the back, meaning that we are doing well. We now have the funds to be able to make the necessary changes with the capital expenditures that have been approved. Our government of youth and experience of innovation has brought St. Martin out of the dredges, and we are now on our way to the top of the hill. And that's why we need another 4 years to continue to do the good work that we have started. Legislation takes time, and it's in the process. And a promise made to the people of St. Martin is a promise kept. We will ensure that the minimum wage is raise. We will ensure that there is better housing for our people, but we need the 4 years to do that. We finally have the funding in place, and now it is time for the execution.
I want to start this off by reading a scripture from Proverbs. There's a scripture in Proverbs 29:2. It says, I'm going to read it back to front. It says, when the wicked and the unrighteous rule the people suffer and mourn. But when the righteous is in authority, the people will rejoice. My nickname is the Yah Chosen Son. The Most High, my Father, gave me a mission back in 2014, January, the first Sunday in January 2014, when I had a vision and he spiritually took me up in heaven on his throne. And he told me this. When I seen him, it was like a dream come true. It was beautiful. I seen my Father on the throne, and I seen his Son right next to him, right? And while I was looking at them, I started saying to myself, I knew I was always going to make it to heaven. I knew I would have made it to the afterlife. I knew I was going to make it into the new kingdom, his new empire. And while I was looking at him, to the right, I seen the Son, the Messiah, the one who died for our sins. And he was laughing at me. And while he was laughing at me, I said to myself, why is he laughing at me? And he looked at me and said, you don't have to worry about what's going on in the world. You don't have to worry about your family. You don't have to worry about your friends, your brother. You know what I'm saying? He told me the earth, the people don't fully understand what love is or understand what love is, but I love you. So the Son told me, I love you. And when he said that, I started crying like a baby. Because that's the first time somebody told me they love me, and I believed it. Imagine growing up your whole life, having people saying they love you and you don't believe it. So that was my first time. And then while he was looking at me crying, I looked to the side, and I seen the earth opened up. Then he looked back at me and said, this is what I died for. I died for you, and I died for the earth.
At RBC, we know the roles you have to play can change quickly. Whether it's a homeowner, a new parent, today's head chef, or the family chauffeur. Whatever life asks you to be. RBC is a bank for all of you. Win Christmas cash with a no-fee loan from RBC.
Your social and health insurances. Your social and health insurances.
Are you SXM insured? Do you have a valid medical insurance status? SXM is cardless. Request your My SXM account today and enter the virtual office of SXM. Go to sxv.sx and sign up now.
Your social and health insurances.
The now is here. All right. The now is here. The now is here. The now is here. The now is here. Again, good And even more so, because what you're seeing now is the first step of the dynasty of the now party that will be representing the people of St. Martin now and until the future tells us our time is up. We are standing here today on the ancestors that have built this country. We are standing here today on our foreparents and our forefathers who have toiled this soil, worked hard, really, really hard, that give us the opportunity to live in this country, represent this country, and generate wealth in this country. A country that was birthed to give opportunities to its people. But oh, we have gone wrong. And we have lost that spirit of fighting. And we scare so easy. Not no more. The now is here to represent the people of St. Martin. To build this nation, to give opportunities, to generate that generational wealth for the next generation. No more and no longer will we say our backs are against the wall and we can't do this because of that. No longer are we going to hear we don't have capacity. We built this country. Amen. And now they want us to pay to live in this country. Not no more. The airport belongs to us. Right. The harbor belongs to us. The hospital belongs to us. We did not land on Fort Amsterdam. Fort Amsterdam landed on us.
That's it. The land belongs to us. Our grandparents.
Because of that, we are the ones that have to benefit in the economical prosperity of this country.
Because St. Martin has just presented the list of the most capable, the most dedicated, and the people who love St. Martin so much that despite whatever is said, despite whatever challenges we face, they know, we know, that we are the best team to lead this country.
That's a fact.
St. Martin for a long time has dealt with what? Instability. We solved it. We've dealt with issues and buildings like the hospital being completely stagnant. We started. Today is the day that we begin our journey to finish it, to continue the work of the people of St. Martin in a way that every single voter that casts their vote on one of these wonderful people here, myself and our deputy leader, can be proud, can be confident that for the next 4 years, we will be well represented in the Parliament of St. Martin, and we will be well represented in the government of St. Martin. We are capable, we are dedicated, and our love for St. Martin, no one can ever question. Every day that I come to this Parliament, every day that this minister enters the government building, we have one thing on our mind, one thing in our heart. That's the people of St. Martin deserve good representation. They deserve hard work. They are tired of excuses. And whatever ills any person could have had of any government, one thing they can stay confident in this Parliament and in this government, when you have someone from the United People's Party in there, we get the job done. Yes. Great election. Listen to the issues. Don't be fooled by just promises. Look at the track record and the ability of the people that we have presented here today and the burning desire to serve. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you today the winning list of the United People's Party for the January 2024
Thank you, MP Bryson. I've noted that you submitted a list for 23 candidates. We will peruse that list on Monday according to the law on the 27th. On the 28th of November, you'll be notified in writing by the Voting Bureau whether your list is in order or if there are any defaults. If there are defaults, you're given a 3-day period to cure those by the 1st of December.
SXV insured? Do you have a valid medical insurance status? SXV is cardless. Request your My SXV account today and enter the virtual office of SXV. Go to sxv.sx and sign up now.
SXV, yeah. Your social and health insurances.
At RBC, we know the roles you have to play can change quickly. Whether it's a homeowner, a new parent, today's head chef, or the family chauffeur. Whatever life asks you to be. RBC is a bank for all of you. Win Christmas cash with a no-fee loan from RBC.
Greetings, my dear people of St. Martin. To first the Central Voting Bureau, on behalf of the URSM, I thank you for your dedication to ensuring that democracy continues to prevail throughout this great country. Citizens of St. Martin, today, I'm standing before you not only as a dedicated surgeon of the St. Martin Medical Center, but also as the leader of the unified, resilient St. Martin movement. Each day, you entrust me with matters of life and health. Today, I seek a different kind of trust, a trust expressed in confidence and vote to usher a positive change for our beloved St. Martin. I am not alone in this endeavor. I stand alongside a dynamic team of candidates, each representing a diverse cross-section of our great nation. Together, we are the embodiment of You Are St. Martin, actually unified, resilient St. Martin. Relying on your unwavering support on January the 11th, 2024. URSM emerges as the beacon of hope, the beacon of integrity, and the beacon of trust that will lead this St. Martin back to its full potentials. I'm asking you humbly, out of my heart, to take a different road with this URSM. More than ever, St. Martin needs a collective effort to overcome challenges and chart a course towards prosperity. With URSM, let us be unified in purpose, in determination, and in sheer common vision for a betterment of our country.
Thank you for the opportunity opportunity and a very good afternoon. Firstly, to all of you here in the Tribune who have walked with us, driven with us, and then to everyone who is following this entrance by the Democratic Party of St. Martin. We have presented our list of 23 candidates, 23 persons passionate and dedicated about being that change for our country. The young ones, the children, the grandchildren, thank you for being part of this team. And as this main voting bureau checks off our list, we are ready to go because